Hi there, my name is Joel Orr, and say if you've come here today looking for information on how you can write your own book, well, you've come to the right place. I have written 10 books. I've been writing books for many years, and the first 5 that I wrote were really rough, and so I took some time and I interviewed a bunch of people, some prolific authors, and I extracted from them just what techniques they used in order to write a book quickly. I created a method from those techniques that I learned from the prolific authors and became a prolific author myself. Check me out on Amazon.com or just on the web, and you'll see that I've written a whole bunch of books. Moreover, I've taught many people to write books really quickly. What it says on my business card is write your book in 30 days or less at just an hour a day. And I can help you do exactly that. But today, I have a very special tip that I wanted to share with you. One of the first questions you must answer when you write a book is, who is my reader? Who am I writing this book for? You might have the tendency that many new authors have to focus on your topic, on what it is you want to say. But unless you have a specific reader in mind, your book will not have the appeal that it might have if you pictured a very specific person, not just a generic class of people. Let's say you're writing something about carpentry and you're thinking, well, everybody uses wood products in one way or another, so everybody should know this stuff that I really have a passion to share about kinds of carpentry and ways that things can be done, because after all, everyone is a consumer in one sense or another of carpentry. But you know what? That's just not true. For most people, carpentry, even though they might use the products of carpentry, it's just not something that they think about a lot. It's not something that they care about a great deal. On the other hand, if you are yourself a fine furniture carpenter and you have developed some techniques and learned through trial and error different ways to do things, there are fine furniture carpenters out there who are very interested in what you have to say. Now, of course, you have to ask if there are enough of them to make it worth your while to write a book about it. But if you picture in your mind, I'm writing to a person like myself, or maybe someone who is like myself but not quite as experienced, and so who needs some step-by-step help, or maybe I'm writing to other experts so I can just talk about the very specifics of the profession. You need to have in mind a very specific reader when you are writing your book. By having a specific reader in mind, you can picture, let's say in the case of a carpenter, maybe you're picturing this guy named Joe. You picture that he is 43 years old, that he has 2 kids who are still at home, a boy and a girl. He has a wife who works outside the home but also pretty much runs the household. The more accurately you can picture Joe, the more clearly you have an idea of what Joe's life is like, the easier it will be for you to address the very issues that are of greatest concern to Joe. So write out a complete description, even cut out a picture from a magazine that will represent Joe to you, and keep it in front of you as you're thinking about your book, because it will make your book so much better and so much easier to market. Well, that was just one of a whole bunch of tips that I have for you on my website, joeltrainsauthors.com, just like it says up there. And in fact, if you'll go to my website right now, to joeltrainsauthors.com, I have a couple of free gifts for you. I want to give you my free book, a 100-page book on how to write your book in 30 days or less. And I want to invite you to a free webinar for which you can register on my website. So head over there right now to joeltrainsauthors.com, and I will see you there.